Good morning, everybody. So we are out by the pool today, and I wanted to have a look at the lake. So while I was reading, so there's my view, and here I am. All right, so we have 3 chapters left of Mr. Burke. So I'm going to do all 3 of those today and send those out to you. And then tomorrow we'll start a new book. Holy moly, where's this whipping right through these things? All right, let's go. Chapter 9, The Gold Rush. The teachers filled bag after bag with Gilver and carried the bags out of the hole. Mr. Burke told us not to say a word about the Gilver to anybody. But it didn't matter. Thanks to all the yelling and shouting, word got out. 5 minutes later, people with overalls and hard hats and shovels were streaming into the playground from all directions. Some of them came on dog sleds, some in covered wagons. I guess they rented them. The next thing we knew, the playground was filled with tents and people making campfires, cooking victuals, and playing harmonicas. It was a real Kodak moment. Yee-haw, one guy said. I'm a-hankering to get me a heap of that Gilver. Hey, we were here first, you know, good rascal. It's our Gilver, said Mr. Mackey. Finders keepers, said another guy. This is a public school, you varmint, so it's public property. It looked like a fight was going to break out, but that's when the weirdest thing in the history of the world happened. Channel 7 News is on its way. In case you were wondering, everybody was saying Channel 7 News was on its way. TV? Cameras? How does my hair look? Shrieked Andrea. Oh, we're going to be famous, said Emily. Sure enough, a few minutes later, a big van pulled up with Channel 7 News written on the side. And you'll never believe who got out of that van. It was Mrs. Lilly, the reporter who helped us make a newspaper about our school. Some guys from the news van set up the equipment, and Mrs. Lilly stood next to Mr. Burke. This is Mrs. Lilly of Channel 7 News. I'm reporting live from elementary school where Gilver, a rare combination of gold and silver, has been found in the playground. With me is Mr. Burke, the school groundskeeper. You were the one, sir, who discovered the Gilver. Tell me, how do you feel right now? I feel like I could eat corn on the cob through a picket fence, said Mr. Burke. I beg your pardon? Asked Miss Lilly. What I mean is, right now I could just about hit a bull's backside with a handful of banjos. I'm sorry, I don't understand, said Miss Lilly. All I'm saying is, I feel like I could bluff a buzzard off a meat wagon right now. I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. What's the matter, ma'am? Don't you speak English? Mrs. Lilly was going to ask Mr. Burke more questions, but you'll never believe, in 1,000,000 years, who came running in front of the camera at that moment. I'm not going to tell you. Okay, I'll tell you. But you have to read the next chapter, so nanny nanny boo-boo on you.